What's up, Riftbound fans? Steve here, and today we're bringing that calm, focused energy of Wuju style to the Rift. It's time for Master Yi, the Wuju Bladesman. This deck is fast, reactive, and built around precision. Yi doesn't just swing wildly, he strikes when the moment's perfect, using clever positioning, buffs, and reaction spells to outplay the opponent. If you like the decks that reward timing, tempo, and a little bit of zen level patience before you go absolutely wild, this is the one for you. Let's break it all down: legend, champion, battlefield, units, spells, gears, and sideboard. I'll also share some competitive tips to master your flow. Master Yi. While a friendly unit defense alone, it gains +2 might. Yi's entire philosophy is discipline through isolation. This isn't a swarm deck, it's about precision duels, whether your unit fights alone or with the team and still dominates. Master Yi champion unit has ganking and enters ready. That means Yi can freely move around battlefields and strike the same turn he hits the board. It's pure pressure, your opponent will never know which lane is safe. His signature spell is Highlander. Choose a friendly unit. The next time it dies this turn, heal it, exhaust it, and recall it instead. This spell defines your mid and late game turns. Highlander is your anti-removal safety net, letting you overcome it without fear. Here's a competitive tip for you: Highlander's timing right before combat. Don't rush it. Make your opponent spend their spells first, then drop Highlander to save your strongest fighter. Moving on to battlefields. First, we have Groove of the Godwillow. When you hold here, draw one. Card advantage from simply holding ground, perfect for decks like Yi that want consistency. Obelisk of Power. More runes equals more reaction windows for Yi's fast-paced playstyle. And finally, the Dreaming Tree. First time you choose a friendly unit with a spell each turn, you draw one. This is exactly where this deck thrives. Every buff, every discipline, every on guard triggers a draw. Another competitive tip for you: always position your key fighter at Dreaming Tree. It turns your reaction spells into free card advantage, helping you chain multiple plays across turns. Moving on to our champion unit, we have Qiyana Victorious. Deflect plus draw and channel on Conquer. A fantastic secondary commander. Her deflect ability makes it expensive for your opponent to target her, and she fuels rune advantage while conquering. Pairing her with Yi means you can pressure one battlefield with aggression while Yi moves freely across others. Moving on to our orange units, we have Pit Rookie. Instant synergy with Yi's solo fighter theme, drop them to your next attack. First Mate, ready another unit. A momentum card, helps you chain combat phases or reposition an already exhausted Yi. And lastly, we have Carnivorous Snapewine. On play, both units deal damage equal to their might to each other. Use this like a precision removal tool, especially when you have buffs or Highlander spell ready to go. Checking out our green units, we have Stalwart Poro, a sturdy frontlighter with 1 might on defense. Clockwork Keeper, you can pay to draw extra, easily card filtering. We have Wielder of Water, my favorite green unit. This unit embodies the Yi lifestyle, fights better alone and perfectly complements the legend ability. Sunlit Guardian, a shield and a tank, your go-to protector, perfect for holding key battlefields while Yi jumps from one place to another. And finally, White Flame Protector. This is your burst finisher. White Flame turns a modest board into an instant threat. Here's a competitive tip for you: use the White Flame with the Ganking Yi. Move him, play White Flame, and suddenly your opponent's safe lane isn't safe anymore. Let's talk about our spells. First, we have On Guard, perfect with the Bladesman solo playstyle. We have Defy, your anti-control button. Charm, move an enemy unit, great for repositioning threats so that your Yi can come in to steal that conquering point. Discipline, simple but effective, combos with Dreaming Tree for double card advantage. Rune Prison, you just stun a unit, strong tempo reset tool. And finally, Highlander, which we talked about earlier, that spell that keeps your unit alive. Don't overuse it. This is a turn swinger, not a defensive panic button. Moving on, we have Orient spells. First, we have Unyielding Spirit, prevent all spell and ability damage this turn. Yi laughs at AoE boards, use this against control heavy matchups. Sabotage, peek at your opponent's hand, recycle one non-unit card. Great for setting up turns where you don't want interruptions. And finally, Primal Strength, +7 might this turn. The finish him button for your duels. Drop it right before combat for maximum damage. Gears. Now what are gears? Gears are equipment or permanent effects that stay on your board, giving lasting or one-time impact. In the first set, there aren't a lot of cards that can remove gears from your opponent's battle base, so gears are a must-use in some of these meta decks. Let's talk about Zhonya's Hourglass. Heal a unit, exhaust it, and recall it to base. This is essentially a reusable Highlander effect. Perfect synergy. If Highlander is your spell, Zhonya is your insurance policy. Competitive tip for you, use Zhonya's when your opponent overcommits. Let them think they've got the kill, then trigger the gear. Now your champion is safe, their spell is wasted, and tempo flips back to you. For our sideboard, we're going to be running Unyielding Spirit, Sabotage, Rune Prison, Wielder of Water, and White Flame Protector. It depends if you're going against someone who swarms the board a lot versus someone who uses a lot of spells. You want to make sure that you have the correct cards for each matchup. And that wraps up Master Yi, the Wuju Bladesman deck. The list is all about tempo, patience, and precise timing. Every move should feel intentional. You're not just swinging, you're predicting, reacting, and mastering your flow. Play calm, play fast, and when your opponent least expects it, strike through. If you like this breakdown, drop a comment, hit like and subscribe for more Riftbound deck techs and gameplay highlights. We've got one last champion on the way to go, and then we're getting super excited for the launch of Riftbound this upcoming weekend. This is GG Haven, and remember, focus, adapt, and strike!